This is Step Up Your Game Day. Jasmine, I heard all of I don't know what you were doing. Maybe were you got some chips or something? Oh, nice. No, that was some
it might be from a place with a beaver.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
They don't sponsor our show, so I can't mention them.
Yeah, I mean,
they're not actually sponsored by AWS.
They're not getting being weird.
Yep.
Brought to you by Being Weird. Yes. Wow, that's starting off with a bang here from chat. Thank you for the compliment. I'm gonna frame that as a compliment. Welcome to the show. This is Step Up Your Game Day. Very excited for you all to be joining us. We're going to be playing through Game Day content, and there is a real compliment there. This is the best show ever. I'm hoping it's not sarcastic that you're saying. But welcome. Let us know where you're joining us from. We're going to be playing through a game day today with all of you in the audience. So we're going to need your help. We're tackling a very could be complex topic here today, Jasmine.
Yeah.
Do you know what we're talking about?
I think that we're going to talk about migration and modernization.
Yeah. Have you ever had to go through a migration or
I have.
Yeah, it's fun, isn't it?
Yep. If we can describe that as fun.
Everyone loves every minute of it. But we're going to discover some tools here today to help us through that. Some tools, I'm going to be honest with you, I've never used before.
Okay.
So what do you think? Do you think we're going to get points today?
I hope so, but I'm with Mike. Migrate to where and modernize what?
Well, Mike, you know, we're migrating everywhere all at once, and we are modernizing everything because everything is legacy now. As soon as you deploy it, legacy. So donuts, eh? Okay, all right. Shall I pull up Game Day so we can talk a little bit about what, because we've got I'd say an abridged show today. We only got an hour with you all. We usually have 2, but we got 1 hour with you. I'm going to pull up my screen so we can see. Yes, that was an everything, everywhere, all at once reference. Mike, you just get me. Buddy.
We've got a lot of viewers joining us from all over the place. We've got London, Bahrain, Germany.
Oh. What's up, everybody? It's great to see everybody pouring in because we're going to need your help, too. You're going to play alongside us. Usually we play on a team. And so today the team is Jasmine and me, AM, and all of you. So, we got France, Chicago. Yes, I will keep it wired. I don't know if that's a purposeful misspelling, but I am usually wired because I drink I don't know, 2 or 3 of these and they're all full of coffee.
Yeah. Turkey, South Africa, India. All right, let's go, AM. What does this mean on my screen?
Yeah, so this is the Game Day UI. If you've ever played a Game Day before, which I know at least one person in the audience has because Mike is here, and Mike has played a Game Day with us live. You remember Mike, right, Jasmine?
I do.
Yeah. You should have said no and hurt his feelings.
Never met him. Sorry, Mike.
Who's Mike?
Who is that man? I wouldn't know. That kind of sounds ridiculous.
Mike's one of our AWS heroes. Always fun to see Mike in the chat. But yes, I love this. AWS Game Days are a special kind of fun. That's true. The fun is mandatory. You are required to experience fun. If you do not, you will lose points. I can tell if you're not having fun, and I will deduct points from you. Anyway, all of our game days are typically, you can see already, they're kind of themed around this idea of we're joining a startup. So we get a nice, wonderful welcome new hires intro message here. And we're working at the startup called Unicorn.Rentals. Yes, that's right. Fun, a.k.a. Tortured by AM.
I love Farconda's question there. What is the benefit? Oh my gosh, the benefit of game day, there's so many benefits. Stick around and watch. No, it's what I like to call organized chaos. So we put you in this fictional environment into a game day scenario like the one that we're going to show you today. And you get to learn about AWS tools and services kind of in a risk-free environment. You get provisioned an AWS account while we're playing, and you get to go in and go through what we call quests here. And figure out some solutions to some problems, usually in a team-based setting. So you're our team today.
That's it. That's exactly it. Yeah, we're going to actually, so, you know, when you're learning something new, right? You'll go read a bunch of books. Like, I'll give you a tangible example about this right now, Jasmine. I'm actually, I'm learning how to, I've never done this. I've always wanted to. I'm learning how to make a video game.
Ooh.
So right now I'm going out and I'm reading a bunch of books about this video game engine called Unity, because I'm a C# dev and it supports C#. So that's what I'm doing right now. Like I'm just reading, like I'm getting all the theory, right? So when you're learning something new, you do that for a while where you try and pick up all this stuff, but then, you know, eventually I'm going to get to a point where I'm like, okay, I've learned enough theory. Like, how do I actually test out that I know any of this stuff? You know, and there's a lot of options you can do. You can go get a certification, for example. You can go, you know, take a literal test to see what your knowledge is. But here at Game Day, what we like to do is drop you in a real scenario where you've got to figure stuff out. We're not going to give you any of the instructions. You know, we might give you a little bit of a breadcrumb to follow, but you're going to figure out a lot, and stuff's going to change. Stuff's going to happen all throughout, you know. It's just kind of, you know, it feels like John at AWS is feeding us a line that we could repeat here. There's a lot of chaos happening. Yes, but yeah, there's going to be chaos events. There's going to be all kinds of things. We've got, as we said today, a migration and modernization task in front of us, and it looks like Unicorn.Rentals needs urgent assistance in migrating. Oh, we acquired someone. Hey, Jasmine, we acquired a new company.
Okay.
Buy myunicorns.com.
I like it.
I wonder what the acquisition was. What, like the cost? What do you think?
Probably a few $1 billion. Unicorns are worth quite a lot.
That's true. That is true. Were you the founder of Buy My Unicorns, Jasmine?
Debatable.
Oh,
it's on the webpage.
You don't want to disclose that. I see. You don't want people hitting you up for money after you've had this huge acquisition.
No.
Okay, that's fine. Keep your secrets. Anyway, so we bought a company here at Unicorn.Rentals, and now we're gonna have to migrate them over to like where we're working already with Unicorn.Rentals. That's what it seems like to me, at least. The Quest developers here, which shout out to our Quest developers. This is Quest developed by Agus and Lillian, both on the Game Day team. They have rightfully told us to pay attention to this page right here, which is maybe arguably the most important page in Game Day. Do you know why, Jasmine? All right, see you later.
Point?
Yeah, that's right, because of the points. They're showing us the points, right? Yeah. That we've earned and lost. We haven't lost any points yet.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So this is this little note on how to get access to a remote code server if we need to. Something about an e-commerce web application. It looks like we're getting points already because this endpoints, the endpoint is working for this.
Okay. That's a start.
Jasmine, have you had your tea or coffee yet?
I need some more coffee. What's that supposed to mean?
Yeah, I don't know. You're saying we're low energy? I can start screaming at you more if you'd like. Anyway. Oh, this seems really important, actually. What do you think?
It does.
Yeah. Anytime they have a architecture diagram, usually you want to pay attention to this. So let's read about this first. It's the current architecture diagram for the source and target environments. All right. So it sounds like we've already got stuff deployed out into AWS, and we haven't talked about this yet, but with every game day event, you get a free temporary AWS account. I have to say the temporary part, but it is free. You're not going to pay the bill at the end of the day, which is always nice. So there's going to be some stuff already deployed out in here, it sounds like. It looks like we'll have, in the US East 1 region, a target VPC with a bunch of subnets. It looks like we've got something in parameter store that maybe we need to check out. I don't know. Hello from Bulgaria. Hello to you out there in Bulgaria. Thank you for joining us. We're just getting started with trying to understand what we're going to be migrating today in this game day that we are playing. Here's our source VPC. It looks like that's in EU West 2.
Okay.
Which is, of course, the London region. All right. So, cool.
This task is not mandatory, but we want the points.
Yeah, well, when they say not mandatory, that means I'm not going to do it. No, actually, this is a really interesting feature of this particular game day. Every game day is different. Every game day features different stuff. This is actually a little bonus area that the Quest developers have added in. So they will be checking if we implement any of the, well-architected frameworks, best practices. They might give us some extra points for that. Yeah. So this is actually a good time to introduce. We got a question from chat. What products and services does AWS offer for software modernization? Well, we're going to be looking at a few of those. We're actually going to be looking mainly at migration today because that's the first part of this game day, and we only really have time to get through the first part. Something, Alvaro, if you would like to look at though, we just did Developer Day last week. I was one of the co-hosts at Developer Day, and we covered one of my favorite sessions we did was about they have a transform agent now for Amazon Q Developer available in preview for Visual Studio. It's all for transforming .NET code from .NET Framework into .NET Core, which .NET guy, I'm going to love it. Words. Mike is just upset because I'm not talking about Python, which
one of the things AM that I love when we talk about migration and modernization are our competency partners. So we have an entire competency program of partners who are skilled in migration and modernization, who can help our customers and prospective customers migrate workloads and modernize them if you do not have the in-house talent or bandwidth or anything like that to do it yourself.
There you go. You know what, Mike? Even Python had to have some modernization there. Don't you remember? I know you do because I know you're old enough to be there. The Python 2 to Python 3 migration. That was it's a big deal. Anyway, so we can mainly kind of check in on this. We don't talk about those times. Look at this guy. We can check back in on this to see if we score any extra points. We can actually reveal this hint too, because oftentimes you will get hints. But you'll notice on this one, we'll deduct.
Okay, we don't want to do that one. We'll keep our 300 points. We will take the free hint.
Yeah, that's 0, right? So
yeah,
we'll reveal that one. Oh, okay. So these are some of the tips on what they'll maybe be scoring us on. Let's get to our first task though, and it's going to be a database migration. I am not a database admin. Are you, Jasmine?
I am today.
Perfect.
That's my job, actually. One of them at Unicorn.Rentals.
Wow, nice. Yeah. This is great. I was kind of worried because I was going to be here, and I've never migrated a database really. Anyway, so luckily we do have a service called out here in this wall of text, which it is a top tip for playing game day. I know this is a wall of text, but you should read it. You should read it all. I tend not to do that. My teammates get mad at me. But we do have called out here a service specifically. Yes, the game day test lasts for 2+ years, actually. This is one of those ongoing, this very rare ongoing game day that doesn't finish, till a couple years in the future.
The song that never ends.
We got ourselves a link to some documentation here too. So if we want to come take a look, we can learn about database migration service. But you know what? I don't want to learn about it. I just want to use it.
Okay.
Right? Does that sound about right for me? What do you think?
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's try it out.
Okay. So we've got some requirements here. The source database needs to remain fully operational during the migration. Hopefully DMS can help us with that. What else do we have to do? Source database. Oh, they wow, it's so important they list it twice, actually. We got to minimize. Yep. Migrate your data. Okay. Commercial and open source data. Maybe we should find the source database first. I have a sneaking suspicion that the source database engine is going to be MySQL for some reason.
Okay.
I don't know. You have any guesses why I might think that, Jasmine? I don't know.
Probably because there's a MySQL username here.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's a good. Okay. All right. So I've actually already opened up. We're in US West 2 or EU West 2. Sorry, US centric mind over here. It's my bias. EU West 2 here in London. We've got some instances running here. We can go take a look at them. Oh, look, we've got a Game Day Web and a Game Day DB.
Okay.
I think this is probably our source. What do you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
DB is going to be our source.
So I came prepared today, Jasmine.
Okay.
Usually I'm not. You know me, right? But look, I wrote up a little checklist for us because I knew we'd be migrating something. Let's see. I'm going to clear my. I also brought our friend, our best friend, my one and only friend, really, because no one else will even talk with me at this point.
Okay.
Very, very surprised you showed up today, to be honest with you, Jasmine. Gunnar Grosh won't even speak to me anymore. He just hates me now.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Just kidding. I miss Gunnar. But yes, we've got a chat here open with our friend Q developer in VS Code. We could ask it too, like what steps are required for a migration using DMS. It's not a very good prompt, but we can see if it matches maybe what I've outlined here. Maybe I used Q developer to make this list. I don't know. Let's see.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to have a network and security setup. Yeah, because this is running in a different VPC than the one that we're going to be moving it to, right? We're going to have to make sure. Oh, yeah, that's true. John at AWS says we can make friends with Alexa Plus now. Yeah. So we need to create a replication instance security group. Uh-oh, that's up here.
Yep.
Database security group. Uh-oh, that's there. Wow, it's like I copied this or something.
Yeah, it's almost like you use this for your productivity.
No, I could never be. So should we just jump in and start seeing if we can get some of this stuff kicked off? What do you think?
Yeah, let's get through our list.
Okay, so it was talking about security groups at first. Let me just type that into chat. It mentions it's an EC2 feature. But we're going to need to create, so DMS uses these things called replication instances. Have you ever heard of this? I had never heard of it before, Jasmine.
Not until right now.
Yeah, me either. I had heard of it when I started kind of looking through this. We can even say, how about this? We'll have our friend Q do this for us. What is a DMS replication instance? So while we do that, I'm going to make the RISG. So that's like our replication instance security group. I'm going to put it in the target VPC. I'm not going to really, I don't think we need to do anything for rules. Like, we will definitely have to do, oh, I need a description. Look at me.
Okay.
Wow. What do you want to describe this as?
Perfect.
Okay.
I would have just said replica, but okay. More
I'm
specific is
going
better,
the extra mile here,
Someone else might, in a real scenario, come in here and be like, what does replica mean? So giving it a better description might help,
I don't know about all that. Sophie from Germany asks, what is the goal today? Well, my goal is I don't know, maybe to walk at least 10,000 steps, eat less. But I think the goal with the show, what's the goal with the show today, Jasmine?
My goal today is to get points on the board in this game day scenario that we're playing through, and also help my teammates online help me getting those points.
There you go.
We're all learning about migration and modernization together.
So look at this. We can actually, I don't have to know that the port, I already did. That was 3306 because it's tattooed on my body. But if I didn't have to know the ports, which I have a list of all common ports used, that's one of my favorite tattoos that I have. I'm lying right now. I don't have any tattoos. But, we can actually use. I wonder if it didn't create yet, because I want to create the. This is the game day database that we're gonna move over, right? This is the target one. Yep. Oh, that's why I need to select the right VPC. Then I'm going to add an inbound rule so that if we come to, where is it? There it is, MySQL. We need to be able to let there it is, RISG, the replication instance has to be able to talk to the database, right? So we have to give that as a rule in the security group, give it access, and we need another target database SG. Okay, cool. There we go. So we've got where are we now? We had our little check. We still haven't created the target DB. I think we've set up. Let's go back to my list that I definitely did not get from Amazon Q Developer. So strange that these two things lined up. Anyway, so we've created this. Yes. We've done all those things. Now we need to create some subnet groups, yeah? That's what it looks like, at least. What do you think?
Yep. That's on our laundry list here.
Okay. Let's go back. So I think we're going to start. What do you want? You want to start making the new database? Actually, Oh, I forgot. I'm sorry. I misled you. Okay. We actually do need to kick off the replication instance creation.
Okay.
It takes some time.
Okay. It could probably take up to 2 years.
According to John at AWS from chat. But no, I don't think it will take 2 years. Maybe more like 10 minutes. So I want to create the subnet group first. All right, so I'm going to create the subnet group. Let's go through here. This is going to be DMS subnet group. Very descriptive. A subnet group. People will really love this when they come in and have to look at it. So now I'm going to add in some subnets. This is where our replication instance is going to. Oh, look at that! Look at that.
Okay, let's see.
We got our first error.
Oh, we need an IAM rule.
I I am though.
Yes, you are.
Like, doesn't that count for anything?
Yes.
Okay. This is a really bad joke. Hey, Alex, we are watching people fail at their jobs. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, first off, very kind of you to call us out like that on a live stream. Thanks, Alex. But actually, you bring up a really great point. So thank you. Genuinely, not sarcastically, like I just thanked you. But the genuine thank you is that's the whole point of game day. Actually, is to fail, because failing in an environment like game day, there's not really that many repercussions. Right? It's not like failing in your job's production environment, which does have repercussions, which often are monetary, right? Like, and serious, and like cause embarrassment and things like that.
Yep.
And look, Alex is happy to fail with us. Thank you, Alex.
That warms my heart, Alex.
Yeah.
All right, let's continue failing or
Yeah.
no.
Okay, so we need to create. It said we need to create a DMS VPC role.
Okay.
I'm going to guess that this means that we need to allow DMS to probably do something, right? So let's look. I often like to look if there's already existing policies that AWS has made. And just reading through these, this one looks interesting. A DMS VPC management role.
Yep.
Hey, why not? So I'll enter that. Had a little extra space in there. I'm going to call it exactly what they told me to call it in here, right?
Okay.
And create that role. Let's see if this clears things up. What do you think?
Let's see what happens.
Let me click create subgroup again, or subnet group. Oh, there we go.
Here we go.
We're good.
Any chance we have points from these activities that we're doing so far?
I'm going to guess probably not. We do have points, but it's just because of this thing is running. That's
all right.
it. But no points yet. Points. I'm trying. I promise. Okay, so I said we needed to kick off the replication instance because it's going to take some time. Uh-oh, we got another one. Okay. So now we need to do this DMS CloudWatch logs. Okay. I'll create another role. DMS. Let's see. Here we go. So this is giving DMS some permissions that it needs to do its job.
Yep, right there at the top. One that's already been created.
Yeah, that matches the policy that I think we would need. So I'm going to create that. Cool. That should, if I refresh, probably make this go away.
Yeah.
It sure does. Okay. We'll call this the DMS RI. I'm going to leave most of the things here probably as default. This is about a failover. I don't care about failover for this because this is game day. I do need to put this into the target VPC, though, we said. And that's where we created our subnet group. See if we... Oh, yeah, look. Remember we created this?
Oh, yeah.
So that's going to be how the replication instance gets access to the target database once we create the target database. But yeah, I think we're good. I'm just going to click some buttons, So this is going to go off and create. While that cooks, let's go create our database, right? So we don't know this necessarily, Jasmine. We're just assuming from this little piece of text right here.
Okay.
But I wanted to pull up, just in case people are more tactile. They like want to touch the stuff themselves, right? This is a tool, very, very common tool that a lot of DB admins use called MySQL Workbench. And because there's a lot of setup, you got to make connections, things like that. You have to have a password. I didn't want to show all that on screen, so I already set it up to connect. This is connected to the source database that we're trying to migrate, right? And So we can confirm, look, it is a MySQL server. It's running 8.0.41. Looks like it's running on Ubuntu as well. So we could even go in here and like look at the schemas and see like what tables are in it. It looks like a WordPress database. Actually, I know this is pretty small. Can't make it larger. But yeah, I mean, I just wanted to show this. Like, you can obviously come in and, you know, because this is a real working MySQL database, you could connect to it with the real SQL tools. So, all right, I'm going to move off that screen because it's way too small. All right, moving back to creating our RDS instance, right? So now we know we need to create a a lot of things here. Okay, we need to create a MySQL database that we're gonna migrate this thing over to, right? Do you have any? Do you want to create MySQL RDS? Do you want to take a chance and do an Aurora one? What do you want to do, Jasmine? Remember this part too.
Okay.
Remember, like, we might get bonus points.
If we do, let's see. Let's try. Oh. You gonna try all of them?
Wow. Look at this. Mike, no. I love it, actually. Thank you, Mike, for that.
I also want to know what chat thinks. We probably don't have time to wait for what chat says, but let's maybe try an Aurora.
Aurora.
It's MySQL compatible.
It is. That's true.
Yeah.
All right. So I know we were using 8.0.41. I don't see that on the list.
Okay.
But maybe we can get by with just support for the major 8 version. Alex is warning us, do not call this test 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Alex, one of the hardest things in all of IT is naming things. We're going to use production or dev test?
Let's use production.
Straight to look. They've already named it for you, Alex. Database, and I can add the 1, 2, 3 if you think that.
Let's add a 4 just for comfortability.
I wasn't really going to do it, but now I am. Okay, I'm going to use this AWS Secrets Manager. I mean, we could just put in our own password. What do you think?
I think we should use Secrets Manager.
It does say most secure.
Yeah.
Which makes me feel good. So I don't think we need IO optimized, especially considering this is a WordPress workload. I would say probably standard. And I love cost-effective pricing. That's like that's my love language, actually. Cost-effective pricing is my love language. This is an interesting choice we can make here too. Oh, Mike wants his blog to load, lightning fast. What do we think? The type that we're going to use: memory optimized, burstable, serverless, even. Mike is just pouring money down the drain for us.
Welcome to my webpage latency.
What do you like? I'm leaning towards serverless.
Yeah.
Because again, I love cost-effective pricing personally. I don't think we need to connect to anything. We'll just leave it IPv4 now. We do need to change to this target VPC. We didn't create a DB subnet group. Oh no! Oh, chat is rebelling and saying not serverless. Shall we do burstable then? Actually, we need to make that subnet group as well. I'm going to do that real quick. DB subnet group, another subnet group. And I'll go ahead and change that. I'm going to just put in 2 AZs here, and I'm going to do my private DB subnets that were created for me. All right. Okay, cool. Let's see. Can I, will this show up now? No, I have to refresh. Apologies, everyone. I remember everything we already went through. All right, so we did add the 4 on there. That's incredibly important. We moved over to standard, even though Mike is upset about it. We'll keep the replica. Maybe that'll help with your speeds, Mike. I don't know, your latency, I mean. Target VPC, here's where, there we go. Okay, cool. It won't, Mike's right. I was trying to skate by with that one, Mike. I didn't really want you to respond. Okay. I think we don't have permissions to turn that on. I already know, unfortunately. Oh, and it gives us an estimated monthly cost.
Okay, so only about $2 today.
Let's create it. Luckily, I did not have to put in my credit card, and neither will you when you come play game day with us. Okay, so this is going to take a minute to spin up as well. We can go check on our replication instance. I told you it takes a while. Still creating. Okay, let's go to our. Let's check out first off if we got anything yet. Still has not registered that we did make this.
Okay.
Do you think we're gonna get points for this, Jasmine?
Yes, we did. The points changed, and you know what that means.
Oh, look, we got points for an Amazon RDS subnet group. Okay, I'll take them.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take points.
Yep, I'm partying here because we got more points.
That's right. Oh wow, look at that. Oh, hold on, I gotta take down my screen so we can get the full effect. That's incredible.
I started the party because we got more points.
Wow.
All right.
That's glorious. I mean, wow. Jasmine, you're really upping the production for this show.
Thank you.
That's wow.
You're my inspiration.
Me? I don't do anything. You can even see I've got like this like I would be
sun outside.
Yeah, I'd be this is not good production stuff for me. I'm embarrassed. Not really, but if I had shame, I would feel it. Okay, so this looks to be available. Let's check in on here. Okay, and we can go check in on our so we did this. We did that. Look, see, this is what happens. We moved off of our checklist. We weren't using the checklist, and I forgot to make the RDS subnet group.
Okay.
We did that. We're going to have to take the IP address of the DMS instance and allow the source security group. We have to put it in the source security group so that the DMS instance right now it can hit the target one, right? But it can't get access to the source one. So we're going to have to go update that once that replication instance is done. We've created the target cluster. We need to create a secret for DMS. So remember, we just used the built-in secret manager, and we can go look at this actually as we wait for things to provision out. I don't know how far we'll get. We're what, 40 minutes in?
Yep.
We've got about 20 minutes left. We'll see. But look, this secret is associated with the primary RDS cluster. So secrets manager is managing our, so if I were to click retrieve secret value right now, which I'm not going to do, it would blast out the password and the username for our database, which DMS is going to need.
Yep.
But we're going to need to set up a separate secret because DMS is going to need a few other values, which I wrote down right here.
Okay.
We need username, password, host, port, and engine. So we're going to fill that out. I'm actually going to take my screen down. Maybe you know what? Here's what I'll do. Let's create a new secret. Okay. That's fine. We don't want creds. We want another type of secret. And we're going to put key values here. I showed you the keys. Shall we enter those?
Yep.
And then I'll enter the values off screen.
Screen, yes. Good.
Or should I just, you know what? Let's leave it up to chat. Chat, should I enter all the sensitive values on camera? What do you think, chat? Yeah? No? Do you want to see my database password? Show us the goods. I knew it.
Mike says show us the goods.
I knew that might. Okay. Oh, no goods today. No goods today, Mike. So sorry.
No, I would not from a cybersecurity POV. That is a really good answer.
Look at these people.
I think that's what we like to call principle of least privilege, and none of us are privileged to see it except AM right now.
I am very privileged. I recognize that. Let's see. All right. We don't have the host. Well, no, do we have the host yet? That is something I could show potentially. The port we already knew is, do you remember what it is? The port for MySQL.
Oh.
It's on my tattoo. 3306.
Tattoo.
3306. Yeah, my invisible tattoo. That's right. Let's see. Do we have an endpoint? We do have an endpoint. So I'll show you where I'm getting that value at least. So if I come into my database, it will give me a writer and a reader endpoint. I need the writer endpoint. That's like the main endpoint that you'll use with the database. So, and yes, that is the right answer. Well, I'll put that up. No, don't show your passwords. Don't show your sensitive information on a live stream.
Yep.
That's perennial advice. Very good. Never goes out of style. Okay, so I'm going to go finish up making this secret here. That should be enough. I'm going to call this DMS DB secret and go next. Next, you can't see what I'm doing, but that's what I'm doing. And I click store, and now I have a new beautiful secret that I can reshare my screen now. There we go. So I've got this DMS DB secret, and that's what we're going to feed to DMS so that it can access. Let's see. Hey, look, I talked long enough and did other things long enough.
Our replication instance is ready.
That's right. And our RDS cluster is already available. So I think we're good to go.
Yeah.
Shall we check the checklist again?
Let's go back to the checklist.
Okay. And also, look at this.
Oh, we did something right.
We got something. I wonder if we got points for that. It's interesting. We're not getting credit for. Well, I guess the database is still going.
Partially correct answer, so not quite.
Yeah, because it's still creating, configuring, enhance, monitoring, things like that. So we did get the replication instance, though. Did we get points?
Nope. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. 200 points. 200 points. Come on. This should be a little bit more generous. Oh, and the fireworks are going off. You know what? We got to celebrate them all, right? We got to celebrate all the wins.
Celebrate all your wins.
W's in the shot, as they say. Okay. Back to our checklist, right? Sorry. Got distracted. The lights distracted me. Okay. I need to. So we created the secret. I'm also going to have to create a role with a trust policy that allows DMS to access the secret too. That's another thing we're going to have to do.
Okay.
I don't think I put that in our checklist. Uh-oh. I'm missing things. My PM is going to be very upset with me. Now I'm going to, I threw off the whole, sprint planning. We didn't allocate time for this task. All right, and then we need to create source and target endpoints, right? So this is something in DMS that I learned about as I was looking at this quest. They've got these endpoints, and this is how we're going to register, obviously, the source, which is in EU West 2. And then we somehow have to go to the target, which is in US East 1.
Okay.
So we'll have to create those endpoints. Shall we just do the role while we're thinking about it?
Yeah, let's do the
Okay.
role.
Let's see. I'm going to say custom trust policy because I had it written already. And actually, I believe going through the DMS, like console experience, it helped me create that, but I just want to create this right now. I also have to get my account ID, which you're not allowed to see either. So let's see. I'm going to grab that. In which region would it be better to run DMS instance? Closer to the source, closer to the target? I'm going to say closer to the target. That's at least where we're going to run it today, Mike. That is an interesting question. But yeah, generally I would say closer to the target. There's actually a couple settings we're going to see that we can do. There's both a what is this called? A migration and replication choice that we're going to make a choice between, and there is a just a migrate also. Hold on, I need to create a permission. Sorry, you all can't see what I'm doing, but anyway, while I do this real quick, Jasmine, do you want to, for anybody just joining us, do you want to give them kind of a rundown of what we're doing today?
Yes. Welcome back to Step Up Your Game Day. I'm Jasmine Kyles. This is our fearless leader, AM Grabelny.
I've never led anything. We're all in trouble.
And we're showing you what it's like to play an AWS Game Day. Today, we are going through part of our Migration and Modernization Game Day, showing you what this would look like in a risk-free environment. So we are on a fictional team and a fictional company at Unicorn.Rentals. And we are tasked with getting points on the board for making our way through this checklist of tasks here. And our task today is migrating a database.
Yeah, we also have a application migration as part of this as well. And then once we finish that, we would get into the modernization where we would move to one of Mike's favorite services of all time called ECS. But we probably won't have time to get to any of that, unfortunately. So yes. Is Game Day open to everyone? What do you think, Jasmine?
Yeah.
It
is. So we run game day events all throughout the world with our AWS customers. So if you're an AWS customer, you can request that we run a game day for you with your account team. We also run them at events like reInvent and some of the summits as well. So we hope to see you at an AWS event near you as well. We also would sometimes see them in our user groups. So lots of options. And then we have some virtual ones as well.
That's right. So I created this DMS secret role. So now DMS has the ability to see this secret specifically. I put that into the policy. You'll have to trust me that I limited it to that. But yeah, that's a great explanation. Thank you, Jasmine. If you have an AWS account team that you talk to, they can often put on a game day for you and for your company. If you don't, if you have a meetup group, have them contact me. Like we try and run game days at meetups as often as we can. We might be doing some more publicly accessible events as well. So you'll have to tune in and check things out. You can follow me. Probably best place is LinkedIn, which I'll drop in chat in a bit. Jasmine, can they follow you?
You can also follow me. I post game day stuff as well.
Look, we got some sort of points for encryption at rest was enabled for RDS. I love getting points for things that I didn't like really explicitly do, right? All right, so I've got that role created. Let's go back to our checklist. Source and target endpoints. Do you think we're gonna make it? What do you think?
All we can do is try.
All we can do is try. I love that attitude. That's incredible. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Look, Alex went from accusing us of being failures, which we are, which is a positive, to being the best. Thank you, Alex. You are the best.
We also migrate hearts and minds.
Okay, so let's take a look. Endpoint configuration. We got to get to the source somehow. We can put like an identifier. I'll just put source DB. Source engine is we know this. We checked it actually. Is MySQL. We actually so there actually is a MySQL password here, but I removed it from the UI. Where am I? There we go. So we are going to have to put in. So we know the port's 3306. We do have the username. That is WordPress user.
Okay.
Does this? Okay, cool. So I can put in the password here without taking my screen down. The server name we have to go retrieve from here. So this is our server. We need the DNS record or public DNS. There it is. From there, I'm going to drop that in here to the server name. We don't have SSL. I think that's it.
Okay.
I think that's all we need. Okay, source. Cool. And then we need the target, which I think might be a little bit easier because we got this RDS instance that we can just pick. We have the secrets manager, remember? We made that already. I'm going to use an existing role because we made that role too. I think that's maybe it. Create endpoint. There's one thing that we missed though, Jasmine.
Oh, what did we miss?
We did not update the source security group with the DMS IP.
Oh.
Did we?
No.
I'm just remembering that. So let's go to the replication instance. We'll go here. I need the this right here, public IP. Go back to my instance here. Scroll out just a bit. Sorry for all of you at home watching. I need to come here. This is my security group. Oh, look, it already added it for me, actually.
Oh, nice.
Cool. All right, beautiful. That might be it.
Okay.
Shall we just try migration?
We should.
Because we are running close to time, are we not? Yeah.
We are. We have about 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Do you think we can migrate this database in 5 minutes?
You know, it would be record speed for a database migration, but let's see.
You never know. Let's see. So we're going to have source. We're going to have target. We're not going to migrate and replicate because that takes some extra things. We do need a table mapping, and we saw the table name, right? We already saw that. I can pull it up real quick again, just in case you missed it. It's WordPress DB, right? And that was because we connected MySQL Workbench up, and we actually saw it. So I'm going to put WordPress DB. So that's telling what table we actually want to migrate. Turn off the pre-migration assessment because we're just going.
All right. Hey, they're in the chat. They're rooting for us. Mike is rooting for us. Alex says we're one of the best. I don't know what you mean by one, Alex, but okay.
You mean the best, right? Yes. Mike, to be clear, I believe Mike is actually rooting for DMS,
Okay.
not for us.
All right.
I don't know. Mike might root for you, Jasmine.
Good
I
luck,
doubt.
EMS. Yep. That's misguided.
Yeah.
Hey, Sophia.
All you can do is try. Hey, look, we're creating that. Do you like my identifier here? Migrate.
Migrate.
Yeah, look at this. Look at it. I
Created.
never root for AM. That's so true. So true. I don't know if we're gonna get this in under the wire. One of the very only and very best, Jasmine. Wow. AM has to use pseudo. Wow, that's rude, Mike. That's just rude. Some things you can't take back once you say them, Mike. Some things last forever. I don't know. What do you think? We got what? 4 minutes? We can keep it going. We can keep it going.
Let's keep it going.
So we'll start to see. Oh, look, the security group got updated, so we got some points for that. Any points in the last bit? No.
Nope.
We got 500 for the instance being created. We got a pretty high score, I'd say.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Did not look at the scoreboard once, but that's
Yeah.
because there is no one else playing. It's just us.
Well, is there any chance that I could convert these points into AM bucks?
Well, yeah, of course, but
Okay.
The economy of AM bucks has just fallen like in the toilet. Like you just might as well use them like as wallpaper at this point. Can't buy anything with them. It actually costs more to
AM wallpaper. You never know.
That's true. It costs more to print the AM bucks than it does the value of the AM bucks.
That sounds familiar.
Let's see. Oh, it's created.
Okay.
I wonder if it's running though. Oh no! We got connection issues.
Uh-oh.
We've got connection issues. Ooh, one of our endpoints can't reach. I'm guessing it's probably the source DB, if I had to guess. And this is a really cool thing. You can actually test the connections here too. So I can run the test with whatever replication instance I want. Let's see. We'll run this real quick and then we'll have to wrap up, unfortunately, because we're at 2 minutes. But this is what actually one of the things when I was playing through this earlier. Sorry, I'm dropping the kayfabe right there. I definitely played through this quest earlier to get ready for the show. This is not the first time I'm experiencing it, even though I pretended it was. This is one of my favorite parts, is that you can actually test the connectivity with the endpoints. It says successful.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Something else is going on.
Let's see. Source DB. Maybe test connection there. Oh, I already did source. What am I doing? Look, we got to run, unfortunately. We got to run. I could sit here and do this all day. Oh, and there was our big failure too. Anyway, look, you'll have to join us next time. Have to join us next time if you want to see us complete a full game day. Until then, Jasmine, thank you for joining me today. Really appreciate you being here. We did get some points.
That brings me joy more than you know.
All right.
I'm going to brag about it.
Well, thank you all for joining us. Join us next time here on Step Up Your Game Day. Can't wait to see you.